In this video, we'll demonstrate how to winterize an ETI heater, whether it's a 250 or 400 model. Before you begin, make sure the pool system is shut down and the skimmer and return lines have already been blown out. All isolation valves should be closed. We'll start at the header. Disconnect the unions at the header and allow any remaining water to drain out. These unions should normally be hand tightened only, so they shouldn't be too difficult to loosen. Next, remove the drain plug and leave it out for the winter. Store it inside the unit or somewhere it's easy to find in the spring. At this point, quite a bit of water should have drained out by gravity. However, the internal plumbing and heat exchangers will still retain water. To drain the heater thoroughly, we'll have to access the internal plumbing. Inside the unit, identify the inlet and outlet plumbing. The inlet plumbing contains the water pressure switches. The outlet plumbing contains the AGS components and high limit switches. Disconnect the wiring harness and move them safely out of the way. There are two pressure switches because this unit has two heat exchangers, one for the top heat exchanger and one for the bottom heat exchanger. Keep in mind that in a 250 model, you would only have one of each. Loosen the four unions carefully. As before, the unions should be hand tight, so they should come loose easily. If a union does not want to budge, hold the opposite side with the second pair of pliers to avoid stressing or damaging the plumbing. You'll want to remove the inlet plumbing assembly first. The inlet assembly is the one with the water pressure switches. Be prepared for water to start draining as you remove it. Once removed, drain all the water from the assembly and set it aside. Next, remove the outlet plumbing assembly. You can identify it by the pressure relief valves and high limit switches. Go ahead and drain it completely as well. Now prepare your blower or wet dry vac. We'll blow out each heat exchanger separately. You can create a custom fitting as the one seen here to direct the water away from the unit as it leaves the exchanger. You can also create a fitting to hold your blower hose or wet dry vac hose on the unit so that you don't have to hold it the whole time. Depending on the blower's airflow, this may take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. The goal is to remove all of the water from the titanium and stainless steel coil. Once the top heat exchanger is clear, leave that connection open and repeat the process on the bottom heat exchanger. Continue until the water has been cleared from both coils. When finished, go ahead and disconnect the blower. Now we can reinstall the inlet and outlet plumbing assemblies. We'll simply reverse the steps we took at the beginning. Make sure the O-rings are properly seated, tighten the unions, with only a small additional turn if needed, but make sure not to over-tighten. Reconnect the wiring harnesses. The labels make this straightforward. Components marked with a 1, such as AGS1, belong to the top heat exchanger. Components marked with 2 belong to the bottom heat exchanger. The harnesses are also different lengths, which helps prevent incorrect connections. Next, let's winterize the condensate line. Disconnect the condensate hose from the float switch and allow any water inside to drain. Then, use a small blower or compressed air source to blow out the condensate line. Because this is a short gravity drain, it should clear quickly. Once the line is clear, reconnect it to the bottom of the condensate float switch. Do not alter the existing siphon loop in the condensate line. For outdoor units, cover or cap the exhaust hood for the winter to prevent rain or snow from entering the unit and refilling the condensate line. A 4-inch cap can be used, but remember to remove it when recommissioning the heater in the spring. Finally, reinstall the doors. Leave the internal plumbing connected and confirm that the downstream inlet and outlet valves remain closed. You've successfully winterized an ETI heater.